Hey everybody. Jesus Christ just dropped a bomb on me. So it's 5 o'clock now. 5:10 a.m. July 22nd. Fuck. Anyway, Daniel Boone. That son of a bitch. Doing it to me again. Jesus Christ comes to me this morning. As soon as I wake up, Jesus Christ is there and he goes, Rich, when you were Daniel Boone, you killed 62 people. I'm like, okay. And he goes, I told him then, I thought I killed 48 people. It's been revised. New information has come out. You killed 62 people. I'm like, fuck. And he goes, you gotta do. I go, well, what does that mean? He goes, yeah. I said, what does that mean? Why are you telling me this? Because we got new information. We want your side of the story. He goes, you can't come home until you have a retribution sequence dreams. Retribution sequence dreams? He goes, yep. And or you give up hockey dreams. I'm like, what the fuck does give up hockey dreams mean? And he said, I got it all written. I wrote it out as best I could. Hockey dreams is I like hockey. Boston Bruins against the Toronto Maple Leafs. A dialectic. Rome, but without the killing. He goes, hockey dreams means keeping the peace within yourself. And I have to do that because of Daniel Boone. He goes, exactly. And he said, and retribution sequence dreams. And I go, what does that entail? And he goes, well, it's retribution. We're going to find out how much. He goes, we know you killed all these people, and we know you all killed them for righteous, to save innocent people. You kill bad guys, save innocent people. But we're checking on your retribution because all these new cases came up. All these new people we found out that you killed. What I mean, like Indians. And he goes, all of it. We gotta know all of it. I'm like, shit. So they want my side of the story of the hockey game. Plus, he wants to heal me. I can't go home, meaning I can't go to St. Illusion or into the light or any other good stuff. I'm stuck in the illusion until I do my sequence dreams. Retribution secret dreams. So I said, well, hold on, man. So I started making a coffee and I got on the internet and it's Regis. Regis is a Jesus Christ. And I go, is this a psyop? Are you fucking with me? And he goes, nope. It's all true. He goes, I can't even believe what they found out you've done. I go, oh, great. Anyway, I don't even know what I've done. So fuck, not here, not up top. Um, so I went on to look up retribution. What does retribution mean in the case of me, right? And this is what I found out. I gotta share screen, so hold on. Come on. Okay. Retribution. The dispensing or receiving of reward or punishment, especially in the hereafter. Something given or exacted in recompense, especially punishment. With its prefix meaning black, retribution means literally payback. And indeed, we usually use it when talking about personal revenge, whether it's retribution for an insult in a high school corridor. Yeah, I had a lot of that. Or retribution for a guerrilla attack on a government building. But retribution isn't always so personal. God takes divine retribution on humans several times in the Old Testament, especially in the great flood that wipes out almost the entire human race. The retribution for criminal acts, usually in the form of prison sentence, is taken by the state, not the victims. And then it says here, the elastic face ruck is a real fine. His Cameron is guilt-ridden, father-dominated nerd, almost paralyzed by fear. I don't know what the fuck that means. The two purposes that sustain the death penalty, in the court's view, are generally deterrence and retribution. So, because I murdered, and Christ called it murder, that's what gets me. I murdered, and I guess literally, I did murder, I guess, as Daniel Boone. But for me, I saved people, right? I killed murderers and rapists and fucking, I killed them fucking right up, right. The first bunch I had a hard time with because it was all new to me. And I fucking went and I went and from what I can remember, well, remember, from what I've seen, I killed bad guys that needed killing, straight up. They were worse than I ever was. And I was the guy to do it because no one else would have done it. There are other people that would have done it, but because I became a fucking general in the militia, it dropped on my shoulders. And then after that happened, I just kept on doing it. Not for payment. I don't think payment. I didn't go around killing people for payment. I killed them because they needed to be killed. They needed to be killed. Straight up. Anyway, back to what Jesus Christ saying. He said, I can't go home, meaning heaven, with Christ until I do these sequence dreams and the hockey game dreams, meaning fuck hockey. I don't know why it's referenced from my brain. The hockey game. Hockey game means keeping peace within yourself. Because when I don't have peace within myself, I'm in conflict. And I'm in a conflict a lot. The shit I see on the streets, like I don't see nothing as bad as you guys do. I mean, you guys are out there living in Detroit. Man, if I lived in Chicago or Detroit or Toronto, I'd pack my shit, my bug out bag, and I'd walk. Don't matter where the fuck I was going, I would start walking and I'd get the hell out of there. No way would I be living in Toronto or Chicago or Detroit or any of them places. Too many crazy people. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'd be a fucking hermit in the woods, which is not a bad idea, to tell you the truth. So, Christ is going to give me retribution dreams sequence, which means he's going to give me a preliminary retribution dreams, which I think he said were two. And from there, he's going to give me the dreams I need. For he wants to see what I done in killing those people. So when I shot a bad guy, I'm going to see it. He's going to see it. And he's going to know the details of the situation. Because all this is recorded in your soul, in your subconscious, whatever. 62 from 48 from 60. Now they already did 48 people, but they found out because of my life here on the earth that I supposedly killed 63. 62 people I murdered, 63 from his wounds. Means I shot him, I wounded him, and he died later on. So 63 people, including, yeah, the wartime, all those people. So I think they want to know is the people that I killed that they don't know about. But over time, it comes to light by more people I've killed. Who killed you? A fucking Daniel Boone, that type of shit. Well, why did you kill you? And then the guy is sent to fucking Doom City for being a piece of shit. And he gives his information to Christ. And then that reflects back on me. And now Christ is going to come give my side of the story. And I don't even know what it is. So, fuck. And I go, well, how can I become a Christ? I told JC this. I asked him, how can I become a Christ if I killed consciously? How can I become consciously a Christ through your dream sequences? How can I become a Christ through your dream sequences and be at peace with myself? How can I do that? Consciously. And he goes, yeah, that's a good question. I know, because it's bullshit. This is a slap and you're making it up. And I pressed him. I actually accuse him. I said, this better not be bullshit or a fucking psyop or some shit. And he goes, no, it's not. So, and the reason I press him like that, the reason I get on his case and start almost wave my finger at him is because I'm fleecing him to find out the truth. I want to know how he reacts. Because when you fleece your girlfriend fleeces you. She's asking you questions. Did you fuck her? Did you fuck her? I want to know if you fucked her. She's fleecing you. She's getting your reactions. Spiritually and physically. She's getting your reactions. And that's what I'm doing to Jesus. I want to know where he stands. Because I can feel the fucking lie in him when I fleece him. And it's just my way. So when I start yelling and screaming at somebody, giving them shit, I'm fleecing them to find out if it's true or not. Because in some spiritual way, I'm gonna catch that. It's like your spirit is truth. Your soul is truth from your heart. When you start fucking accusing or blaming them or asking questions, which you're not supposed to, somewhere in his body, his soul sucks in and a lie comes out. That's how I know you're lying. As soon as your soul disappears and a lie comes out, it's sort of like a cop. When a cop is being all friendly to you, and he goes, "Hey man, you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. That's cool. I need your ID and whatever." And he's checking out your ID, and you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. And you're buddy with him. He makes it sound like he makes it like you're buddies with him. I've been through this so many times. So hey buddy, how you doing? I gotta check your ID for some shit. And all right, officer. So you give me your ID. And all of a sudden, and you can feel his soul. You're flowing. One Christian to another. You're flowing. And all of a sudden, here engine name, he comes out. He comes out of his car. And he ups the ante. Like, so what do you think the Leafs are how they're gonna do against Boston? And he goes, shut up. And just then, as soon as he says, shut up, he's pressing you. His soul right there, sucked in, and now he's a fucking robot. Shut up. Okay. Shut up. Did I tell you to fucking shut up? Like you have a fucking right, you cocksucker. That's what I want to say. And then you're being arrested, handcuffed, and thrown on his fucking car. But that's the sequence of events. It's just the same as a cop in dealing with Jesus Christ. If there's any conflict there, if there's any, you can read off them. I'm not saying that Jesus Christ is a cop. He's not. But you can find a conflict within them. And there's no conflict. The only thing I felt with Regis was when I was talking to him, was he hiding anything? And all I felt was, we're doing this to clear your name because you've already been cleared by Christ. You can go anywhere in Christianity. So you're golden, Rich. But now I get information saying you're not golden. Daniel Boone killed 63 people when he only supposed to be killed 48. Well, the rest of these new people that I supposedly killed, we got to check. But I think if that's true, he believes it is. And I can't see why not, because I killed a lot of fucking people. 63, I guess. In the war, you got to remember the Revolutionary War, the Indian and French War. I wasn't even involved in the Indian and French War. I was shooting the fucking French, the fucking Indians, and the fucking British, and my own fucking army guys. Not my militia guys. I wasn't killing any of them. I might have, but they were fucking assholes and they needed to be killed. They're rapists and murderers. Fuck them. Fuck them. And all I want to do is look at fucking nature and explore. That's why I was born on the fucking earth to fucking do that. You think I'm a rapist and killer? Does a rapist and killer fucking watch? This is all I want to do. Take pictures of butterflies. That's a moth, birds, squirrels, fucking nature. That's what I love to do. I replaced the gun for a camera. I never had a camera when I was Daniel Boone, so I couldn't do any of this shit. Take pictures and make money off it. Well, I make no money off it now because you got to be in the club. But I'm just saying, uh, I had a gun when I was fucking 10 years old or younger, and I learned it and I used it from what the books say, and that became my life. Supplying food for other people, supplying food for my family, supplying food for my mom and dad. And I love to be out exploring, doing things in the woods. And I had to bring home the bacon. So that's what I did. And I did that throughout my lifetime while exploring. Then, in all that exploring, shit happened. I was brought into the war. I became a fucking general of the militia, I think. And on top of all the fucking war I had, people came to me saying, uh, Jim is killing civilians. And I go, did you see him do it? Yeah. Why did he kill civilians? Because he wanted his wife or his daughter. So Jim would go out with his buddies, kill the old man just to rape the daughter and loot and steal. Believe it or not, there are people on the earth like that. And I had to take care of it. I could have turned my back, but once that fucking demon gets in you, then you can get away with it. They're not going to stop. So I went and fucking killed him. And it wasn't for money. I got nothing for it. Except, so well, Christ hit me with all this retribution shit for what Boone, Daniel Boone did. I don't care. I'm good with it. I got nothing to hide. I'll fucking tell you everything I did because I didn't want to do what I did, but I had to. I fucking had to. Christ would have fucking incriminated me as a piece of shit and kicked me out of Christianity because I didn't do it. So in the human element between good and bad, where do you want to stand? Where do you want to place yourself? I'd rather fucking die on my feet than be living on my knees. And that goddamn thing, them goddamn guys out there did not deserve to live. You would not have liked any of them. You wouldn't like it at all. I, you can sit there and criticize me The fucking shit coming off them people. Oh my God, you would have died. You couldn't even talk to them. And I couldn't fucking allow it. Not me. Not me. Daniel Boone, which is me in a bigger sense. Then when I died as Daniel Boone, Christ took away my traumas, took them all out of me. So when I was born in the Russian life, I lived till I was fucking 18 or something, 16, 18. I wouldn't have the trauma of Daniel Boone's imprinting in that life and in this life. Christ took it away from me, took it out of me, so I wouldn't know it. But I still know it. I dreamt it all my life, but I didn't know I was Daniel Boone dreaming it. Fuck. Anyway, guys, the reason I'm telling you that is because I got dream sequences, retribution dream sequences, and I'll give them to you. I'll tell you how Christ deals with you if you're in the same situation I'm in, and whatever comes from that. Because all these new people they found out that I killed, we gotta go find out if it's true or not. I get to see all this shit. I told Grace I want to see it in my conscious mind when I'm sleeping. I want to see me doing the fucking deed. No bullshit. I want to see every fucking bullet enter his fucking brain. So I can report it here. I got nothing to hide. I don't give a fuck. Do you think I really give a shit about low level Earth humans? I do, because that's why I'm fucking making these videos. But I got nothing for it. Can't even get people to watch the goddamn thing videos. So I'm fucked no matter what. So why not? In a way, these videos help me out with my life in Christ. So I'm revealing my shit and my experiences, good and bad, whatever may come down the road. Ain't no one else fucking doing that on the internet. All their spiritual experiences. And their spiritual people, other people's spiritual experiences, the real ones, they don't tell you. Fuck, they don't tell you nothing. It's just fucking bullshit. Fluffy bullshit. Maybe that's why I'm doing it hardcore. Because what? You gotta hide hide your shit? Really? You gotta come to terms with it in yourself? Yeah, I killed motherfuckers. I was Daniel Boone. But it was righteous. It was fucking 100. They needed to be killed. Anyway, I would have done more damage by not killing them. By being a fucking chump, by being a douchebag cabbage head and hiding and ignoring the problem. I would have been more of a fucking chump. And I wouldn't even be, I'd be afraid of Christ. I'm not worthy. Christ would have kicked my ass if I didn't do what I did. I would have kicked my own, I would have killed myself for the shit these people were doing. And I didn't do nothing. I didn't step up and take care of it. I would have shot my fucking self in the head. I couldn't live with myself. My own fucking my own fellow Americans, or fucking, back in them days, 1700s, 1800s. Ruthless fucking cutthroats, man. Everybody was a fucking cutthroat. Everybody. And I told Daryl once, the hardest part about my life and living is trusting another human being. Let's say all shit hits the fan. I gotta come out and I meet is gonna be face to face. Well, everybody I meet is gonna be at the fucking gun pointed at each other. They're gonna point their gun at me, and I'm gonna point their gun at me. Or they're gonna point their gun at me, and I'm gonna point my gun at them, and we're gonna talk. And they're gonna lie. And I have to sift through the shit of a psycho fucking kid. Sift through the shit, his mental fucking shit. To find out if I gotta kill him or not. To find out if he's a rapist or a fucking murderer or just fucking insane. But what do I call it? What's insane? You don't know. You don't really know. So how do I justify killing somebody? Well, they're pointing a gun at me for the first place, but the cops have fucking ran away to their own families. They don't give a fuck about you anymore. That's what Daniel Boone had to do. Every fucking person he met damn near had a gun pointed at him. And he pointed their gun. And it came down to talk until you find out. And that was a nice day. That was fucking nice. Are you American? Are you Christian? Well, if they didn't answer the way I liked it, they ain't hanging with me. So, oh, buddy, see you later. They weren't going to tell you the truth. They were going to tell you, I'm a murderer. I rape girls and boys and fucking sheep. And I'm a fucking Satanist or whatever. I just do that in my spare time. They ain't going to tell you that. You got to find out with everybody you met because there was no law in the frontier. There's no fucking law. So everybody you met, that's the way it turned out. And then you put the guns down and you still talk to them and you're hunting together. You never trusted them. You always had a fucking proverbial gun at their head. Any minute, this guy could turn around and stab me in the fucking throat. Any fucking minute. That was Daniel Boone. That was Daniel Boone. But in the city, it was different. When I went back to the homestead or whatever, the little town we lived in, the little towns we lived in, it was a more or less Christian people with law, some law, and everybody was cool with each other. And even in them places, there was bad things going on, bad shit everywhere. But when you got out in the frontier and you started meeting other people, the Indians just fucking outright killed you. You fucking come across a war party coming down the same trail you're on. They just saw a white man kill them. They didn't give a fuck. If they didn't do that, they took you back to the chief and then they killed you after they interrogated. They did that to me, Black Hawk. Yeah, Black Hawk. They wanted me so bad. By the time I built after the first at Boonesboro, the first war of Boonesboro, they wanted me. They called me Long Knives because I had a long fucking knife on the end of my gun, and I fucking fuck you and stabbed him and shot him because you only got one fucking shot off, and then you fucking had the knife in. They called me Long Knives. Man, it's crazy, guys. Freaking crazy. Anyway, Jesus Christ and Retribution. I got two sequence dreams, Retribution sequence dreams to do. And I'll give them to you and I'll report everything I get, everything I see with Christ and Daniel Boone. Because I want to know here. Because I know about 15% of the bad things he's done. And it's always the bad things. I had a couple good things I've seen too. But just wanted to report that. And I woke up this morning and that's what Christ hit me with. Lovely, wasn't it? Later.